LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, really the three I hear the most right now. In the GOAT conversation. There is a difference between them, though. Rich Paul, help us out.
I said all of them.
But you said Jordan didn't play anybody.
Here we go. Watch this.
Wallo, hold on. Check this out. Let's make it a little bit deeper. I have something for this. It's a lot deeper.
Okay, that's Rich Paul on FaceTime. It's not a budget cut. They could have had him on the podcast, I'm certain, or maybe not. You know, you never know with the ringer and what they have set up in terms of their contract. But the point is, he on FaceTime, so just walk with us. Let's get this out.
When you say he didn't have it, right?
Get it out the thing.
When you look at Michael grew up with a mom and a dad in his household. When you look at Kobe grew up with a mom and dad in his household. When you look at LeBron's mom was 16 when she had him as a child. Now, he spent a lot of time by himself, right? He did not develop. Taking the last shot over 3 people is a selfish gene.
Wow. Just right there, clipping that. Just thinking about it. You got 3 dudes guarding you, and you jump up in the air and say, nah, I ain't going to pass it, even though I see these 2 guys over there at least not defended. It could be even crazier. They could leave one of them guys open. You're like, nah, let me just jack this and make them. Maybe, I mean, I don't think anybody makes those shots at a 50% clip, but you make them enough to have those moments where you're like, yo, you see that? Clutch.
Don't make you having killer instinct. That's a selfish behavior. That's a gene.
That's it. We're not knocking none of that.
Oh, listen, this ain't my.
But a killer instinct.
Hey, ma.
Listen to me. It ain't got nothing to do with killer. Because the killers is in the joint. And some of them are walking out here. This ain't no killer shit on a basketball court. I've been around them all. What I'm trying to explain to you is.
Wow. He like, no. I know, look, I'm his agent. I know we started a company together, but that's my boy. And more importantly, let's talk ball. Like, get out of storytelling. That's true. Like, you know, they always clown NFL guys, and when they talk about going to war and going to battle, like all the servicemen are like, careful. That's not real bullets out there, right? And in the same respect, killer. Oh, it's 3 dudes guarding you, and you jump up and shoot it and miss. Oh, but he was clutch enough to take the shot, and then don't mess around and make it. Oh, my God, look at this killer. How many times you making that shot, bro? How many times could I have made the shot? Ooh, this is interesting.
Psychologically, when you spend the time that you spent by yourself, quite naturally you want to do what? You want to befriend people, and you built a game off of making other guys look good. LeBron sees the pass and you scoring just as much as he sees himself scoring, which is why he's the only athlete to have other self-made millionaires in his circle and not look down upon it.
Wow. That's a big joker. Hey, why you play the big joker so early? We still got half the clip left. Jeez. Be real. And I don't know this for fact, because some people may be quietly, like we showed in the earlier story. We had Derrick Rose made sure Adidas gave his brother $250,000 a year, and they still doing that to this day, and his homeboy $70,000. So there may be others who have brought along the whole crew, but we all know who's the king of bringing a crew and making that crew be a big thing, and that's LeBron James. Damn, psychologically, I mean, if you just stay in the class of psychology and listening and listen to him right now, this is an A+ in terms of what he's saying in content. Now, if you're just looking at a basketball and you make sure that you protect your GOAT and Michael Jordan, you're missing all these jewels. This is insane. Keep going.
Because he don't have that selfish gene. Whereas
Say your words.
Whereas when I got all the toys in the toy chest and I got the optionality of what toys I want to play with, and if you don't do it how I do it, I take my ball and go home. When you put that on the basketball court, then that creates another gene which we call killer instinct, which is fine. I got no problem with it. But you gotta look deeper into the psychology of it all. Michael Jordan is my man through and through, so I'm not knocking Michael Jordan. But what I'm saying is, LeBron grew up making guys better. So quite naturally, he's gonna always make the proper basketball play.
Man, this is sick. All right, here's the great thing about it too, because it's just different approaches to get basically to the same place. Like, if you had to look at it as a mountain and they all had to climb the mountain, Where's Jordan on the mountain where LeBron is? They so damn close, if not together up there. And we all laughing because we way at the bottom looking up saying, man, they look far away from each other. Man, them dudes right next to each other at the apex. Kobe right there too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they both climbed to such insane heights. But they went different paths. That's what he's saying. And everybody sits at the bottom saying which path is best, but wouldn't it be somebody who got to the top? And if he got to the top, I think that's a good damn path. He didn't want to go the dirt way. He wanted to go the smooth paved roadway. Fine. It is. You got up there. I'm listening.
Michael grew up playing against his brother every day. I couldn't beat my brother, my older brother Larry, and so when I finally beat him, that created, no matter what, I'm taking this shot, right? So it's not a knock to none of them, but when you talk about a basketball player, there's never been a basketball player born on anywhere on this God Green's earth that is better than LeBron James at playing basketball. Now, if you want to talk about taking the 36 elements of basketball and stripping it down to one, which is scoring, give me Michael Jordan. That's it.
Damn. Wah, wah, wah. Woo. I didn't expect all of that. Jewels dropped. Diamonds, cubic zirconias, everything on the ground right now. It's a heist. That was amazing. You got to respect that. It's different. It's different. Players are different based on how they're raised. Because, look, what is adulthood? Just a big child acting out. You don't know that? Get in a relationship. You don't know that? Get married. You don't know that? Raise kids. We are nothing but big kids acting out. You're acting out your childhood issues and trauma and the way that you wish it was and the way that you had it. And you negotiating that every day with your decisions. And that little voice in you is nothing but the habits you saw growing up. Come on, y'all. This ain't deep. That's why I love sociology. It tells you it ain't that deep. Like, we got patterns. We're all in some 80 to 90 percentile together. And then we're different on the edges. My edges are I'm big as hell. I'm dark. Like, my edges are like different. All right. Smartest at all outdoors. Let me stop. Your edges can be something different. You're a brainiac. You're on the spectrum. You're hyperactive. Everybody's different on the edges, but the core of us same. I love how you pointed that out. Just like this era right now, we are looking at these kids differently. We clowning these kids. Look at them. They don't even care. They ain't even invested. They're not. They work harder than the era before them. Yes, because I was in the era before them. Trust me, the NFL players today work harder. These cats be having videos. You can't watch Instagram without seeing some dude just go through a triathlon and he's a backup running back. I'm like, what are you doing? When I played, the backup running back just made sure he didn't get fat. As long as I don't get fat and slow in off season, I'm good. I lift a little weights. Like, come on, man, it's different. This is the workout era. It's different like that. It's different how they celebrate. Oh, people tripping. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Lies and everything. So I look at, you go through a heartbreaking loss. Then you look at guys shaking hands, hugging, smiling, laughing. But then when I look at our era, I'm trying to think about how many times I cried. Like how my face looked at the end of a series. It wasn't no smiling. You can see it on the motherfucking face. Like, this hurt. This hurt him.
A different level of hurt.
It's hurt.
You took that
like,
shit
I'm not even good enough to really stand up and really run a dap you. I am, but it ain't, and it's gonna be quick. But my head gonna be. You gonna see the hurt in my face.
It's weird because it all starts with Vince Lombardi for me. Vince Lombardi said, if you empty the tank on the field, on the court, hold your head up, hold your head high, right? Remember those John Wood and all those greats? And then you actually play. And you understand you go through the emotional volatility of like what Paul is saying and what these kids are showing right now. Like, how long do I act like this is killing me? And it is killing you, but you're also acting. Because you know you have another game or another year or another opportunity. Get into it. And the healthy mindset understands that. Whatever just happened, as devastating as it is, it's over, bro. That's why it's so important you play hard every play. Because if you don't, you just wasted the opportunity. You'll never, think about it, ever get back. But the opportunity you do have is to make it different next time. So it's not about your last miss. It's about your next make. Basketball talk. Real spit. And then you go through the era of playing, and then you realize, okay, sometimes, man, that stuff killed me. Sometimes I was fine. But you know that still public perception, you better act like it killed you. Then you go through the era and reflect, and you're like, yo, I remember Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas hugging, giving each other a kiss and all this stuff. Not the diss, just look, I thought you're supposed to hate each other. But at the same time, Magic didn't talk to Bird. But at the same time, Jordan is a killer. Nobody want to talk to him, or else you're going to wake up Messiah. And then it's what? What is going on? Now the kids, they're all dapping each other up when they lose. Why don't we just realize it's all theatrics? Like, I don't think you play any less if you dap somebody up after the game. And I also don't think you played any harder because you're over there crying in the corner when the game is over.
You know, have you seen somebody hurt, you just know, you ain't even say nothing to them, like, you're going to see
I'm not dapping
it.
nobody.
Exactly. You're going to see the hurt.
If I dapped you after
see the hurt
loss, it took
no more.
everything in me to do that. And if it was somebody that we were like, that Miami shit, man, man, when I knew it was over, man, like 30, 40 seconds, it was, you know what I mean?
How many times,
man.
how many times somebody that cried at the press conference when you saw Kobe crying, you knew how bad it hurt. I don't see that level of hurt no more when you lose in today.
You know, it's interesting because, my mother died, right? And I will say, if you didn't really know how I felt, which no one really does, right? But then you watch me since my mother's died, 21 years, you would almost think that I'm okay. I haven't been to the cemetery much. I'm not walking around every day posting on Instagram memorials and in memory of. I'm not doing that all the time. Like, I'm almost moving on with her instead of stopping down and showing how much it hurts to live without her. And I look at people like that. My sister's like that. My sister, in some ways, some capacities, has stopped down to show you how much she's hurting. Meanwhile, I've continued on with her, how much she's helping me be strong. So when crazy stuff comes my way, all I do is borrow from the pain that I have from my mom's loss, and I look at the crazy stuff like, man, you can't do nothing to me. Ain't no false allegations. Ain't no you didn't get the contract you wanted. Ain't no, you don't work at all the networks. Ain't no other places to go. Ain't no, nothing matters. It's like, dog, do you know what I've survived? You know what I mean? So when I lose a football game, week 14, sorry if I'm not sitting here crying about it, because guess what? We'll be okay. I'm about to put my mind to week 15 and use the pain of week 14 to get me working out harder, smarter, better for week 15. I think we looking at this the wrong way because I hate we looking at these kids like they ain't trying. My son is 10. He's caught up in this culture. He working out harder than I ever did. And he ain't by himself. He's going to these workout classes and these little coaching sessions. Kids are in there getting it. And the pros getting it. We need to stop kind of misconstruing that effort.
You know what I'm saying? When they show Allen Iverson crying on the bench when they lost to Indiana in 2000 to go, remember that? They just put the camera, it's like, damn, it's hurt.
Shit, we all been there.
Just that passion, I don't see that after the games when you lose the series. You know what I'm saying? That pain ain't there in today. And, it's different. And that's why the competitive spirit looks a lot different in our era than it does now. I mean, the players are great, they good. But I'm saying the pain and the hurt ain't the same no more because we understood what we put into this. And not that I ain't putting in the same work.
All right.
But that sacrifice you went through to come to a moment when you lose in the playoffs and them tears, like, you don't want to talk. You want to get away from everybody. I don't see that today.
Man, blah, blah, blah. Look, respect, Paul, my dog, respect for what he said. I disagree because I'm not the one at the funeral seeing who's crying the loudest, crying the most is the one that's closest, the one that had the most devastating loss. I don't know about y'all. Let's keep it 1,000 like we do on this show. I've been to funerals before, and the person that wasn't even that cool with them is losing their damn mind. Maybe it's regret. You should have been cooler with them. Maybe it was because, we weren't so cool because we had this issue, and now we can't ever resolve this issue, and they're gone. And you just sitting there with all this guilt, all this regret. Could be that. But the point is, because you're so invested doesn't mean you're going to always show it. Sometimes you You put it in its proper place. You compartmentalize it. You actually activate it for good. What's the point of walking around here, even when I'm gone and my kids? Trust me, my ego is like, y'all better feel it. But quickly after that, and maybe not even after that, just live and don't walk in my shoes. Stand on my shoulders, see more, do more. I'll know you did. I'll feel it. I'm about to cry right now. I know it. Just do more. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Forget the code. Forget the culture. Forget you can't. Forget you shouldn't. Shut it. I'ma do it. Or I ain't. And it ain't because of you. It's me, Pac-Man. It's me. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't need you over there throwing furniture at the damn funeral and the recession and throwing all the chicken away. Like, I miss my falling out. It's okay, baby. It's okay. And then when you're done, watch these clips. This is why I do it. This is my diary right here. Watch these clips. I'm talking about you. I love you, Maraca. I love you, MJ. Marcellus Jr. I love you, Araya Jane. I love you, Olivia Marie. Come on, y'all, watch this. Need you falling out. Ball out the next game. That's what I want from y'all. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation. So